4C Divers! It is Facebook Live. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. If you are new to Facebook Live or new to 4C, my name is Nicole. I'm your social media director at 4C. And then we've got Mr. Jeff Nelson here on the chat as well. He is up at our Riviera store. He is our Blue Heron Bridge guy. He is our GoPro guy. We love Jeff Nelson. So thank you for tuning in, Jeff. And we're going to be doing a great presentation tonight. But first, before we start, we always like to know who is listening to our presentation. So in the comments section, tell us hello and tell us where you're listening in from. Are you here in Florida? Are you here in the U.S.? Are you outside of the U.S.? We always like to know who is listening. And guys, it pays to stay on the live. And the reason why is throughout the presentation, not just at the end, but throughout the presentation. I have 3 giveaways, and they're going to be mixed up in between the presentations. So you have to be watching live, and you're going to listen. And if you're the first person to type in the comments section what I'm going to ask, you're going to win something. All right. So make sure you stay live the whole entire time. And then also give us a thumbs up. Give us a heart emoji. Give us a smiley face. Let us know you're enjoying the presentation and what you're learning. So a couple of things, guys. In the month of March, the sea turtles, they start nesting. So we have deemed March our sea turtle month. So we have a lot of great events going on. One in particular, one of our favorite things to do with you guys is our Bowling for Turtles. So on March 20th in Boynton at the bowling alley behind the dive center, the 4C Center, we are going to meet up and we're going to do Bowling for Turtles. And some of the proceeds go to the Hawksbill Turtle Research Project that's here in Florida. Dr. Larry Wood is in charge of that, and he uses those funds to help understand what these critically endangered species are doing here in the Florida region. And he also has been studying them down in the Keys and actually down in the Caribbean as well. So every year we do this event. We love it because it's a great time to get together, have some fun, bowl, and raise money for the turtles. So keep your eyes open for that. You can go on our website and you can pay for it. It's 6 people per lane, so get a group of people together and come out. Or if you don't have a group, that's fine. Pay for it anyways, and we'll put you on a lane with some other people. So we like to splatter some of our 4C staff members in those lanes as well. All right, so tonight, our Facebook Live is about GoPros. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and bring in the presentation here. Okay, so GoPros. We always, as divers or free divers, we always want to record the cool things that we're seeing. So, for example, if you're looking at the screen, you're checking out a humpback whale. Actually, there's 2 in this video. So this is from last month when I went down to the Turks and Caicos, and I was using my GoPro to capture the entire whale because that is how wide the lens can be, and I can get the whole entire whale. I'm not cutting off the flukes. I'm not cutting off those the pectoral fins, and it was a really awesome experience to get that on camera. And Jeff, tell us about this video. Oh, where's Jeff? Oh, Jeff just lost connection, I think. Oh boy. Jeff, where'd you go? There he is. Okay. Yep, I hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
I always heard you.
That's okay. So, Jeff, tell us about this video that you shot using a GoPro.
So out on the rock pile at Blue Heron Bridge, one of the things that we have is a spotted moray eel that likes to swim from rock pile. It doesn't care about the divers. So I'm using like an extended pole here, and I'm getting right up on the getting right up on the action with the more eel, like I'm swimming along right next to him, but I'm not putting my whole body involved. And he was just like didn't care and swam along, and I got to swim along next to him. So these are some of the cool things that I like about using the GoPro because it's so small and it gets really good video and really good action shots, and you get right up in the action with them.
Awesome. Okay, I'm going to go to the next video, which is your video again.
So even in shallow water, this is Silver Glen Springs. As you can see here, shallow water. And this is without the dive case. So I didn't even have to put it in the dive case, and got a beautiful manatee taking and just chowing down and having a nice meal, just swimming along. Can get really close. I got really close with it. So it's got a good focus point from distance and so as you can see with Nicole with the wide angle lens. But even when you get close up, you got you get really close to the subject. And another thing too is now that GoPro's got some macro lenses, you can even get a little closer.
Awesome. Look at that. He's so cute. All right. We've got another video that Jeff shot with a GoPro. So Jeff, tell us about this next one.
So they're pretty rugged, I'll tell you. Now this is in the dive housing. So this is a tiger shark that was kind of like being a little curious about my camera. I had it on a pole, so my hands were not involved. But he said, "Hey, I wanted to tell you, taste you out a little bit and try to take a little nibble on my case." Nice thing about that is the camera just took the abuse, and it was just a great shot. And I would have never had it if I had a big camera, worried about my dome getting scratched or anything. So the camera took the abuse, and he just kept coming back. He was really curious. So I think he liked GoPros better than I did.
It's a little snack, huh?
Yeah. All right.
Okay. So, all right, let me go here. So, basically, what we wanted to let you guys know is that GoPro cameras were one of the first action cameras out on the market. So back in the day, your options were to use like point shoot cameras that had video recordings in them, or your big DSLR cameras in the housings. And so, you know, those can be kind of bulky. And with the GoPros, since they're so tiny, they're easier to get up close to things, and you can also like set them places and leave them. A lot of people actually use them on top of their camera housings. Like if they have big DSLR housings, they'll mount the GoPro there and just hit record. So that way, as they're doing photos, they're also capturing video at the same time. And the reason why these GoPro action cameras came out on the market is for a lot of different reasons, not just for in the water, but also on land. A lot of extreme sports use these. A lot of movie productions use these because they're rugged and they're durable. So when they're trying to get shots of, like this guy is in the snow going down I don't know what he's doing. He looks like he's climbing up a snowy mountain. So, you know, extreme temperatures, extreme conditions. They're also waterproof. Without the housing, they're waterproof to 33 feet. They've also got professional quality resolution. So as the cameras advanced throughout the years, so did the resolutions. They went up. And then also they have that Emmy-winning video stabilization criteria. So here's your lineup of cameras. Specifically, these are the ones that you're going to see on their website. There's the Hero13 Black, which is the most popular. There's those 360-degree cameras. There's two different types. They still make the Hero 12, and they have a new one called the Lit Hero, and it's a lot smaller version of the Hero, but it doesn't have the housings to be able to take it for diving. So just keep that in mind. So if you are looking to get a GoPro to go diving, the best thing to do is get a Hero13 Black. And that's the one that we are going to talk about right now. This particular one, we do sell it at 4C. It has the dive housing that goes with it. You can buy with it, so that way you can take it deeper than 33 feet. There's also a lot of other functions and cool gadgets that you can add to it to enhance the videos as you are diving. So let me go ahead and switch over here for a second. And we are going to bring another screen in, And there it is. Okay, so this is straight off of the GoPro's website. All right, so that was a pretty awesome video, guys. And it had a lot to talk about. So we're just going to briefly go over a few of the cool things that the Hero 13 Black can offer. So first of all, you notice they have this thing called the HB series lenses with the auto detect. So every time you want to use these types of lenses, you can snap them onto the camera and it'll detect which lens you're using, whether it's the macro lens, the ultra wide lens. They also have motion blurred filters and also this anamorphic lens mode. So these things are not able to be connected when they're in a dive housing, but as you can see in some of these videos, it's for shots like outside of the dive housing. So if you want to use these in the water, you can. You just can't go past the 33 feet because you don't want to flood that camera housing. Jeff, did you have anything you wanted to talk about with these lenses?
Yeah, the lenses, you can use them when you're using out of the water. One of the things I also like doing is adding some other accessories when you're using those lenses, like maybe an external mic or an external flash. And GoPro has actually those accessories too. They have a creator's kit, which has a stick that actually allows you to mount and has a spare battery. So if you are going to be using these and using these lenses, they're going to, which increases your productivity on how you develop or make videos. But the nice thing I want to say is they sound very complicated. They are not. What I like about these lenses is that you don't have to think and just, okay, I got to do all that special editing. The lenses really help out because the camera auto adjusts. So when you're actually connecting these, you just say, hey, I want a really wide angle, boom, pop it on. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to do any programming. They're very simple and easy to use, and that's what I think is great about them.
Awesome. All right. So another thing is the battery life. It actually has a newer, larger battery than the older models. So you can always, buy a second battery so you have it as a backup and keep it in your bag where it's nice and dry. So that is another feature that came out with the Hero 13. There's also the power magnet. So as you can see in the picture here, it's connecting to the side of the camera. So if you want to do those time-lapse kind of videos, you can have it hooked up so it doesn't lose its battery power as you're time-lapsing. So that's a really cool new feature. It's also, that's how you charge it if you don't want to use it and you just want to use it that way instead of having to open up the little slot. Who breaks their fingernails when they try and open up the slot to put the connector in? Anybody? Because I do. All right, so here is the first quiz. if you put in a finger emoji into the comment section, you are going to win. Where is it? There it is. We have the GoPro extension pole for the waterproof. It's got a shutter remote. So put a finger emoji in the comment section if you're watching. If you're the first one to put it in, you are the winner. John, you're the winner. Woohoo! Nice job, John. All right.
Congratulations.
We will get with you to make sure that you get the extender pole. Yoo-hoo! All right. So like I said, guys, it pays to keep watching. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. I'm going back over. So, let me go back. There we are. So another cool feature is about how you can attach the GoPros these days. They have lots of different attachment points, but instead of always having just those two little prongs hanging down like they've always had, they now have where they collapse and you can do things like clip it into places. So if you're seeing in this video, she's actually clipping it into the bottom of the camera housing. You can also screw into the bottom of the housing. So if you have like a tripod and you want to connect it that way. So it just is more versatile with connecting to different types of mountings. Okay. Another thing that came out, it used to be 4K. Well, guess what, guys? This camera has a 5.3K video. So check out how beautiful this is. It does it all. And you can actually change the settings if you don't want to do that high of a resolution because maybe you're going to break your computer and you don't have enough storage. Or maybe you're just posting to social media. You don't need it to be that high resolution. So a lot of times people just switch it into 1080p for their videos. But yes, you can go up to a 5.3 resolution. The other thing it does is it does 400 frames per second, which means it'll deliver the coolest slow-mo. So if you're taking a look at this video of this wakeboarder, look at the water coming at that camera. Such a cool shot. And there's ways to do this. I mean, you don't have to be an action sport like this. You can do this out on the boat with the water off the back of the boat. So there's all types of ways to be creative. Jeff, do you have any remarks about the quality here?
Yeah, so one of the things that you guys are going to notice, especially if you're doing your shots and you want to get more detail in the fish, or if you start using the macro lens, you'll really start to see these details really pop, especially when you put them up on, say, your TV, or somewhere if you've got a bunch of friends over and you want to put it up on your smart TV or a large monitor, so which is really nice without having to jeopardize any of the quality of your pictures.
Awesome. All right. Some other things we talked about was that it's waterproof to 33 feet outside of the housing, but most of us divers like to go a little bit deeper. So obviously you're going to want to make sure you get that dive housing for it. And Jeff, what is the rating on that dive housing? Do you know?
Say it again.
What's the rating on the dive housing? How deep?
It's 197.
197. Okay. There's also some other cool things to add to it when it comes to underwater, guys. We really recommend having lights to enhance the colors underwater. Yes, you can do filters, but really the lights is where it's at. And if you go on our Instagram or our Facebook feed a couple of weeks ago, I posted a video of a moray eel, green moray eel, and he had cleaner shrimp all over his neck. And that is shot with the GoPro, and that's with just a single light. And it just made the colors pop with just that single light. So definitely recommend using a light when you're underwater. There's all types of things that you can get to enhance your GoPro. There's water repelling replaceable lens covers. So that way, if you're doing above surface and you come up and you have a little spot in your video, doesn't that suck? Well, guess what? You can get these water repelling lenses to put on. The other thing they talk about is the stabilization. If you notice in this video, this biker is going down stairs. It's rocky terrain, and it looks so smooth. when you put it in the stabilization. You can take it off and you can put it on. But if you leave it on, look at how smooth that transition is. Really cool stuff. The other thing too is that you can shoot wide and you can also shoot vertical or full frame. So what that means is if you're somebody who likes to create content to post on social media, they have all the different settings for you to do this. Or if you decide to just shoot in one setting, you can go into the Quick app, which is the GoPro's app that they use to retrieve the videos or photos off your camera, and you can do your editing in there, and you can set it to the different versions of what your social media channel is looking for. So either vertical or full frame or shoot it wide. Again, there's all types of lenses and there's amazing field of view. Gonna go through these a little bit more. And the reason why is because you guys can read all about this, but what we really wanted to do is show you that it also will capture GPS data. So if you're somebody who's using it for that, one thing I can tell you though, when it comes to taking it diving, guys, we find GoPro cameras all the time underwater. I've been trying to tell people a little tip, a little pro tip. I take and I write my name and my phone number and my email address. I either like write it on a note in my phone so that it looks very legible, or if I have good handwriting, I write on a piece of paper, and then I take a picture of it with my GoPro. So that way, if somebody finds my camera and if they're nice and they go through the footage, they'll see that that is my camera because all my information is on that camera. So just a little pro tip there in case you are taking it diving, because you never know when it might fall off of you and you're really bummed. So the enhanced sound. This is a new feature. You can actually pair your GoPro with your earbuds or your Apple AirPods or the Bluetooth ones from other devices. So that way, if you want to have voiceovers during your video, you can talk and it'll pick that up. So that's another cool feature that the Hero13 has. They also have auto tuning. So that way, while you're talking, it will deliver true life audio, or it will prioritize your voice over something like the wind or maybe rain or a boat motor. I'm not sure how good it is with a boat motor because that's kind of loud. I'm not sure, but definitely some of these other things will be drowned out. Jeff, do you have anything you want to add there? Oh, did I lose Jeff? I did lose Jeff. I don't know what happened to Jeff. All right. Well, that's okay because I can keep going here. All right. So there you are, Jeff. That's okay. Yeah, it actually has really good audio. So I was being filmed by my friend and I was trying to shoot a lionfish and I got stung by it. And you hear me go, no, 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 in the video. And it's pretty funny. All right, so that brings us to the easy and quick app, which is that GoPro app that they use. So that way you can grab your videos straight from, you don't have to take it out of the dive housing. You can literally, with Bluetooth, connect to the app, connect to your video camera, and then you can get those videos right off that camera, right straight to your phone while you're sitting there on the dive boat. This is so awesome. I literally was diving last Friday and I saw a hammerhead and I was completely by myself and everybody was like, no, you didn't see it. Where do you have proof? Well, guess what, guys? I pulled up my app and there it was on my GoPro, showed everybody and they're like, oh, okay. Yeah, you did see a hammerhead. So it's instant. And then you can also do a lot of cool things in here. You can edit, you can make videos, You can actually let the app do videos for your like, they'll do it for you. So if you're someone who's like, I don't really want to like figure out when this video needs to end and the next one transitions, or the music or the timing of it, you can let the app do it for you. So it's a really cool app, and we're really excited because here at 4C, we have some cool things going on. So I'm going to go ahead and solo off here for a second. And I don't think Jeff is, you don't have your camera on, Jeff. No, it's not on. That's okay. All right. So, something that's going on at 4C is we are now offering the GoPro PADI Distinctive Specialty. Okay. So, really quick, in the chat bubble, or in the chat, ready? Are you guys ready? I want you to, whoever's first, to give me a video camera emoji. Whoever's the first person to do a video camera emoji, you are going to win the GoPro PADI Distinctive Specialty class that we do. So who's going to be the first one? Let's see it in the comment section. Who is it going to be? Tammy! Who's the second person? Who's going to be the second one? Gladys! All right. You guys, the GoPro Distinctive Specialty. All right. This is a new class. It's not that new because they started it with the Hero 12, but they do have one now with the Hero 13. So the prerequisites for this course, there are none. You don't even have to be scuba certified. You don't have to be a certain age, as long as you want to learn the knowledge of a GoPro and create content. So, this can be taught in one classroom session. So we are going to be holding Zoom sessions on March 11th, 18th, and 26th at 5 p.m. You can sign up on our website. The cost is $100. And basically, you do the Zoom call with us, and then you get a certification at the end. Okay. So we will also do an in-person, because some people like to be in person and learn this stuff. So when we do that, we're going to do an in-person on March 21st at 1 p.m. in the Pompano store, and I'll be conducting that one. So again, the cost for that one is $100, and you can sign up online and on our website to take this class. All right. And then if you want to go out and do an optional training dive, so you want to take the class, but then also take a dive off the beach, whether it's Blue Heron Bridge or maybe off Lauderdale by the Sea. We're going to do a optional training dive for $250, and that includes the classroom session, the dive off the beach with a guide, rental tank and weights, and that certification card. Okay, so basically, you don't have to do a training dive. Like I said, this is a non-diving certification, but we wanted to offer it to you because sometimes people get flustered underwater with trying to change their settings, or maybe getting that cool shot. And we want to make sure that if that's something that you want extra, we will be able to provide that for you. So again, there's two different ways to take the class. You can do classroom only, or you can do the upgrade and add a dive in the class as well. So it's pretty cool, right, guys? All right, let me go ahead and show you on our website where that is located. Yeah.
Can't get down to Pompano. I will be doing an in-person. I'll get the schedule to Nicole so she can post it, so we can run one in Riviera. Probably more like Boynton Beach, in person one at Boynton Beach too.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to come back over here because this is our GoPro course. It's on our website. And if you go to our event tab right here in the big top here, and then you come down and, oh, I forgot to put it on here. Good job, Nicole. Well, it's going to be right here. It's going to replace where it says GoPro Facebook Live. It's going to replace that right there. So basically, GoPro, let me go back, and there's it. You just add it to your cart, and it has all the information. It also has the dates that we were talking about, so in case you didn't write any of those down, no problem. And just go ahead, and then what I'll do is I'll contact you and ask you which one you want to do, the Zoom and which day, or if you want to do the in-classroom. And we'll put some more dates. It's not just going to be in March, you guys. We'll do April, May, June. We can offer this at any time. And if none of these dates work for you, that's okay. Buy it and then let me know a date that works for you, and we'll make it work. Between Jeff and I, we will teach it to you. Jeff, did you have anything you wanted to add there?
Yeah, you guys, and just so you know what you're going to be really learning in this class is how to do some more personalized settings to the camera, how to do some basic setups, which is really easy. A lot of people these days, it's so much easier to just once you download the app to set your camera up to be for basic settings. So we're going to really get into a little bit more depth in showing you how to do some pop do's and don'ts, and talk about some accessories that we can show you to help make your GoProing and your videoing and your picturing so much easier.
Awesome. If anybody has any questions, write them in the comments section for us. If you have any questions about the camera itself or about the class, we'd love to answer those for you. If we don't answer them here live, we'll answer them in the comments section. Or you can always come into any of the 4C Dive stores, and we can help you out with any information that you're searching for when it comes to GoPros, the GoPro cameras, or the GoPro class. Now, again, you don't have to own a GoPro to actually take the class. Maybe you're thinking about getting into a GoPro and you want to know which one to buy, or the accessories or anything. You don't actually have to own the GoPro. However, it definitely helps in the learning aspect of the class. So
And you
make
don't have to have a 13. You can have a
sure.
12. You can have an 11. So
Mm-hmm.
you're going to learn regardless. So even if you don't have the 13.
Yep. Excellent. All right, guys. So doesn't look like I have any other questions coming up. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do one more raffle since you guys have been hanging in here this whole time. We're going to go ahead and give away another GoPro PADI Distinctive Specialty Zoom class. So are you guys ready? You get your emojis ready. I want to see the person who gives me the first hey hand, the double hand up emoji. Let's see who's got the double hand up emoji first.
Drum roll, please.
Here it comes. Who's going to be first?
Ooh, I think the internet's bogging down with all these people trying to squeeze in there real quick.
I know. Anybody? There it is,
Oh.
Lana Smithison. Woohoo! You're going to take this class with us. You know what? We'll let you bring EJ in too. All right. He can come as well because I know that you guys are friends. So we've got 4 people coming into our class, Jeff. We have John with the GoPro extension pole. All right. And guys, we really appreciate your time. That is it for tonight. Thank you so much, Jeff, for tuning in and helping us with the presentation. And guys, let's get out there and let's film our underwater adventures. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Okay, we're